Thank you, County Chair Kafori, and good morning, Commissioner Bailey, Commissioner Shipwreck, and Commissioner McNeil, as well as our Multnomah County employees today, community members, and community partners joining us in this proclamation. My name is Olivia Quiroz, and I'm a Senior Policy Analyst with Multnomah County Health Department. And thank you for joining us this morning for Multnomah County's Hispanic Heritage Month proclamation. Before I introduce our next panelists, I want to take a quick moment to highlight how Multnomah County supports the growing Latino population. The county supports innovative partnerships to reduce Latino health disparities, such as collaborating with organizations like the Oregon Latino Health Coalition, Latino Network, and Northwest Health Foundation. For over 3 decades, the county has recognized the important role of community health workers, culture-specific programs, and policy initiatives. These efforts are a key part of the solution by interfacing between community members and policymakers to raise awareness, empower patients, and ensure vulnerable communities are not left behind. Our proclamation theme for this year is Our Children, Our Community, Our Future. The theme reflects the county's commitment to ensuring healthy families. And we can only do this with strong community partners committed towards a vibrant, healthy, educated, and empowered community.
Yes, that's cool.
I am so thrilled to have with us our distinguished panelists to share their thoughts and reflections on this momentous occasion. First, we have Alberto Moreno, Executive Director for the Oregon Latino Health Coalition, followed by Alice Perry, Director for Transformative Youth Opportunities with the Latino Network, and lastly, Michael Reyes, Community Engagement Program Officer with the Northwest Health Foundation. Please help me to welcome Alberto Moreno.
Bueno.
Chair Kafori, good morning. Commissioners, good morning. Thank you for having us. Thank you for giving space and time for this important celebration. This community, as you know, continues to grow, and we are great, not in spite of them, but because of them. Thank you again. On my way to you this morning, I was reminded of the greatness of this place. Multnomah County is one of the most diverse counties in a vibrant, growing state whose population continues to change. As you know, recently released U.S. Census data reveals that Oregon is becoming a more culturally and linguistically diverse place to live. In fact, Oregon's population has seen significant growth in communities of color and other diverse and underrepresented communities, including a 41% growth in the Asian community, a 22% growth in the state's Black population, and a 6% growth in the Native American community. And last, but certainly not least, a 63% growth in the Latino population. In Multnomah County, for contrast, in 1923, there were 49 Mexicans not reported by the census. Let me repeat that. In 1923, something actually did not happen. 49 Mexicans were not counted in the census at the time. Now, as you have referenced, we have over 12% of this county's population being Latino, close to 100,000 Latinos just in this county alone. This dramatic growth has helped to turn what was once a largely white community into a more linguistically and culturally diverse place to live. In fact, just 20 years, more than 9 out of 10 Oregonians were white. Today, it is fewer than 8 in 10. While our productive communities make clear and meaningful contributions to the state's economy, Latinos face significant disparities when it comes to sharing equally in Oregon's economic opportunities. As you know, there are 500,000 Latinos living, praying, and working in our great state, many of them in this very county. They are a vital workforce and now represent over $8 billion, billion with a B, in buying power in this state alone. They pay millions of taxes every year. They construct the roads on which we drive daily. They turn our beds in our hotels, and they can be found on the construction sites pounding the nails into the very walls and doors that will later be used to keep them out. They are our nurses, our doctors, our teachers, our educators, and more importantly, our small business owners. They are the 176,000 farm workers who toil in the rich soil of the Willamette Valley and whom through their labor alone contribute over $5.3 billion worth of annual agricultural economic activity in the state. And yet, this highly productive community does not enjoy the same protections under the law. Our children have a 25% higher mortality rate, which means, in the simple, unadorned language of our lives, that 25% more of our children are dying simply because of the color of their skin. Our children enjoy only half the graduation rates of all other children, and we are imprisoned at greater rates and kept longer for the same offenses. We are paid less than our white counterparts and have less access to economic opportunities. There are, in this state, 20,000 children who are not included in the state's Health Care for All Children Act. And until my organization, the Oregon Latino Health Coalition, changed the state law, each year over 5,000 women were excluded from receiving prenatal care services. I'm happy to report that we were successful, and now prenatal care is a basic human right in the state of Oregon. And if you project that just over the next 5 years, over 50,000 women and children will be born healthier, have healthier birth outcomes. And 50,000, as you will know, is no small sum of humanity. And so we thank you for your support. We thank the Northwest Health Foundation for their support. And the very workers who pick our fruits and vegetables, these farm workers have a life expectancy of 49 years of age. 49 years compared to 73 for our white brothers and sisters. With these inequities, you may be asking yourselves, why do we continue to come here to this great county, to this great city, to this great state? It is very simple. We come here because we believe in the promise of this city, in the promise of this county, and the promise of this great state, a promise that was so important that it was carved into the very walls of the state capitol by our forefathers. The promise, and I quote, that Oregon's resources shall be justly and equally apportioned for all. It's important to say what the stones do not say. The stones are silent on race, they're silent on color, they're silent on national origin, they're silent on language. We are here then in this time in Oregon's history because we believe in this great state, in this great county, in this promise for equality for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alberto, for those remarks and important work that Coalition is engaged in. I'll turn it over to Elspeth.
Good morning, Good morning, Commissioners. I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to share a little bit about the work Latino Network did with you this summer on the impact of sugary drinks on the health of our youth, and for the support of Multnomah County in carrying out that work. The sugar drink industry targets the Latino community both in Latin America and in the United States. Argentina, Chile, and Mexico are the three largest consumers of soft drinks in the world, with Uruguay being the seventh. And in the United States, it's not very different. Black and Latino communities are targeted by the food industry as well. Yale's U.S. Center for Food Policy and Obesity summarized several studies on this issue and noted that, among other things, in outdoor advertising, Black and Latino neighborhoods had the most ads